Claire Villarreal. I'm the program's director at Dawn Mountain Center for Tibetan Buddhism here in Houston, Texas. And this course is on the supports for your practice. And so what I mean by that basically is we'll be examining 3 different ways that we can receive support for cultivating the mental skill of really settling our attention, focusing our attention on an object. And so those 3 supports are, first of all, the earth. So we'll be using some imaginative exercises to kind of connect ourselves with the earth, to have a sense of being grounded, being stable and centered, just from reflecting on the earth and the stability of the earth. And then the second support for practice is our body itself. We're working with the mind basically, but a big support for the mind is the body. So learning to recognize and to cultivate stillness and calmness really within our body is another great way of supporting the mind as we learn to be a little more focused, a little more centered with the mind. And then the third support for practice that I want to spend some time on is the mind's own natural capacity for resting, for being calm, for being centered. We often think of the mind as being naturally frazzled and busy and, scattered all over the place, especially in this modern era of cell phones and 24-hour-a-day news cycles and all this stuff that we're all familiar with. So it might sound surprising to hear that our mind is actually naturally calm, that it has a natural capacity to be calm, but that's what we're going to cultivate here. The way I think of meditation is you're using your meditation sessions to really work on skills that are going to actually make you happier in the rest of your life. So for instance, one of the main benefits of meditation is learning how to focus your mind, how to pay attention to something that you choose to pay attention to. And that's going to be the main focus of what we do in this course. Another benefit of meditation, in a way that meditation can help you lead a happier life, is that it also, once you've developed that capacity for focus, the capacity to really hold your experience without getting sucked into a thought or sucked into a memory or something like that, once you're able to do that, you're more able to have some insight into your patterns. So that's a second part of meditation that we're probably not going to deal with as much in this course, but maybe in some future course we will. And then the third really important aspect of meditation, in my opinion, and the way that we approach it here at Dawn Mountain, is the open heart. So really cultivating a sense of kindness and compassion to ourselves. That's really important for continuing a meditation practice. But then you can also open that sense of kindness out, not just to yourself, but to everyone else in your life around you. And that's a huge benefit of having a meditation practice. There's so many courses on meditation right now. You might be wondering what's going to be in this one, what makes it different from other meditation courses. So my idea with this meditation course is to really take someone from a beginner stage of practice to an intermediate stage of practice. And it's a relatively short course, but I'm hoping to give you materials that you can use to really deepen your existing practice if you already have one, or if you just know a little tiny bit about meditation and you want to experiment some more, this would also be a great course to get familiar with, I would say, probably the most important skill in a meditation practice, which is the ability to focus your attention. So what's actually included in this course? Obviously, there are videos like this one that introduce the different topics that we'll be doing meditations on. For each important topic, we're also going to have a longer 15 to 20 minute meditation, and that's something that you can use if you have a daily practice at home, or if you're kind of working toward a daily practice, or really just to familiarize yourself with the states of mind that we're trying to cultivate. Those are really helpful for kind of building up those muscles that you're then going to use in the other major type of resource, which is the really short meditations. So the longer meditations and the shorter ones are all available as audio files that you can download and just easily put on your phone. And that way you can do these really short 2 to 5 minute meditations basically anytime during your day. So if you have 5 minutes over your lunch break and you'd like to just do a short meditation, you can do it then. If you find yourself sitting in the carpool lane waiting to pick kids up or whatever, you can just plug these really short meditations into your day. So that's a great way of taking the skills that you've cultivated, in your formal meditation practice and kind of translating them into everyday situations to really help meditation become part of your lifestyle, because that's when it's most beneficial. I mean, it doesn't really matter if you can stay calm and collected on your cushion if you then get up and you just completely lose it the first time you're, in a traffic jam, which we get a lot of in Houston. So we get a lot of practice with that. The real goal of this course is to cultivate the habit of meditation, to cultivate the habit of mindfulness and the habit of compassion toward ourselves and others. Because it's really when those states of mind become our default states that you see the big impact of meditation. We see the stress reduction, you see greater compassion toward yourself, you see greater resilience. There's just so many benefits of meditation, and they really happen when it begins to infuse your entire life. So that's what I'm inviting you to experiment with in this course, and I hope you'll take it.